such an awesome show. I'm just absolutely loving it. We can tell you love it too because you're calling 229-1500. That's 651-229-1500. And in Greater Minnesota, 888-229-1500 because you're a breadhead. You love pizza. It's pizza night with Father Dom on Twin Cities Public Television. I'm Pam, and I have just been pouring through this amazing cookbook that you're going to get as a thank you. Connie's going to tell you about that in just a moment. But the cool thing about it is it's pizza recipes. You saw him making that amazing French pizza. It's called a garbage pizza. Anyway, he had all of the wonderful things on there, but all of those recipes are in here. And I thought, you know, I don't know if I'm brave enough yet to try my own pizza dough and throw it up in the air and stuff like that. It's fun to watch him, but great ideas for pizza topping and stuff like that. That's what I love about TPT, and I know so many of you do as well. The cooking programs. I mean, just so much imagination, so fun to learn new things, and that's what we're doing now. Pizza Night with Father Dom on Twin Cities Public Television.
Well, Pam, I'm going to be whisking up some of that pizza dough in a minute, so you'll get a chance to do that toss. How about that? Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome in. I'm Connie Kunkel. Thank you so much for watching this show. Now it's time that we ask you to do something. While you've been relaxing and learning about how to make the perfect pizza, now it's time for you to show how you can support great programs like this. How do you do it? By becoming a member, as we call it, which is basically donating money to public television. We don't want to make it sound like it's too hard becoming a member and all that, but all it means is that you want to put a dollar value on what TPT means to you. So how about at the $60 level, we've got this great cookbook with all these wonderful recipes, a great range of recipes, not just your traditional pizzas, but sort of going off the beaten path a little bit. Lots of in-depth tips and hints of how to turn out the perfect pizza every time. And we also have that for you on a sustaining membership, which I'll explain in just a moment. Also at the $60 level, pow, we've got for you the whisk. This is your Bratfisker whisk. Now this is such a cool thing. I have some dough over here, and I just want to show you how quickly this is going to whisk things up, blend those doughs. The important thing with pizza and the important thing with a lot of the breads and cookie recipes, even pancake, is you don't want to overbeat it. Look how quick this mixes this dough up. It's going to be able to rest and be ready to go in just a moment there. That's how quick that was. That's because you have the right tool for the job. That is at a $60 level pledge that you can get that Danish dough whisk. Now, for those of you who might want to get both the book and the whisk, well, we've got an option for you. At the $120 level pledge, you are going to be able to get both of these so that you can whip up those great recipes very, very easily with a great tool that you actually see in the show. And I'm going to be telling you in a minute about how important it is to become a sustaining member. But for those of you, this is $120 for the book and the whisk. Pizza's almost done.
We can't wait. You know that thing about, I've always seen when you're on a diet, if you're eating pizza, just have 1 or 2 slices and some salad. Forget it. I am all over that whole pizza. All those recipes are in that book. I've got my own Danish dough whisk. This is cool. It would beat a very small rug as well. That's a really great thank you when you call and support this wonderful programming. You know, when you cook things by yourself or with your friends and family, there's such a sense of accomplishment. There's the camaraderie. You know what is going in your food. And when you watch Twin Cities Public Television, not only are there the cooking shows, but you can learn how to sew a new project. You can learn a dance. You can travel somewhere in the world that you might not be able to get to, or maybe you can't afford, but it's all right here on Twin Cities Public Television. And you are 50% of the funding at TPT. So we really want to make sure you know that 50% for bringing in these programs just like this or any of your favorite shows on Twin Cities Public Television is funded by you and your friends and your neighbors. And if you haven't been a member of Twin Cities Public Television yet, we just urge you to do that, because along with a thank you, you get that great TPT magazine that lets you know when your favorite shows are on, what to look forward to. You want to get in there and circle it. You know, it's going to be a really cool thing that you keep, you know, right next to your chair. That is that wonderful TPT magazine that goes along with every level of pledging tonight. But our wonderful program right now, Pizza Night with Father Dom, I love what he says in his book. He's like, I'm not an expert chef. I question that. He also says, I don't live in a fancy neighborhood or a big city, and I just use fresh ingredients that are available to me. So if he can do it, you can do it. And we'd love to hear your support of Twin Cities Public Television right now by ringing those phones.
Yes, let's get these phones ringing of folks that want to support this great programming. Now, when we tell you that something is $60 and $60 and $120, you may sit that they're going, wait, I want to support public television. I want to donate money to this fundraiser, but that might be a little steep at one fell swoop. So we've got an option for you that is actually quite smart. It's called a sustaining membership. Now, what's great about this is that you just decide on a monthly basis how much you want to have public television get per month. You decide the day it comes out of your bank account or out of your credit card account, and that will come out as long as you care to have that happen. It's an ongoing donation. So let's say at $5 a month. Now think of what that is going to get you. $5 a month. TPT then benefits because they know that every month they can count on you to donate $5 to them. Now, how you benefit is that you're not going to get reminder phone calls, you're not going to get mail. Then TPT benefits because they're not spending time and money on all that. See, it's really smart to become a sustaining member. At the $5 level, you can get the book. At the $5 level, there it is, the book at a $5 monthly sustaining membership. At $5 a month, you can also get the Danish dough whisk. And if you would like to get both the book and the whisk, you can do that at $120 a month. And on a sustaining membership, that is $10 a month, $120 donation or $10 a month as a sustaining member. The bottom line is supporting this station is very, very important. You get some great gifts as a result, but the real gift is becoming a member. Do it now.
My child who's watching Super Y, and it said, what letter makes the sound "er"? And my 2-year-old is jumping up and down going, R, R, R. I love that. I wish I knew the genius that came up with Dinosaur Train. I mean, what little boy especially doesn't like dinosaurs and trains and to put them together in one show? My family does without a lot of stuff, but I would be horrified if we had to do without PBS.
You know, from the heart of a mom, right there, you have it. I was just in the break room, and I love the TPT, Twin Cities Public Television slogan. It says, are your kids hanging out with characters you can trust? Well, you can trust Twin Cities Public Television for your tiny, tiny little ones right up to tweens. There is programming for them, and that needs to be supported. It's definitely something you can do because 50% of our funding comes from viewers just like you. So we'd love for you to maybe call. If you've already pledged this year, we'd like for you to upgrade your membership, or maybe you could do a gift membership for a friend or relative. We can get creative, and it doesn't take much time when you call 651-229-1500, Greater Minnesota 888-229-1500. But we are in the middle of this wonderful show, Pizza Night with Father Dom, and he has some great ideas for you to cook together as a family. And my friend Teresa was just telling me about, you know, it's not just food. We need to eat to live, but it is such a heart of a home. Their family for New Year's Eve would go sledding, and then they would get together and make pizzas late in the evening on New Year's Eve, and that's been a tradition in their family being passed on to their kids, just like the traditions here at Twin Cities Public Television. And you're passing on the tradition of starting with the Sesame Street, and Julia Child years ago has morphed into all these amazing cooking programs that just energize us and show us new ideas each and every day. That is how this just spreads and gets even bigger at Twin Cities Public Television, just kind of like a pizza dough, definitely. So we're trying to raise some dough. We'd like you to be a part of it here. Pizza Night with Father Dom at Twin Cities Public Television. Connie.
You know, this whisk is awesome. Have you ever used anything like this? I can't get over how fast that was. Did you see that, Pam? This is, you know what, I love to cook and I love finding things that are gonna cut down time. You can become a sustaining member, pledge your support to public television, get a fabulous whisk. You're gonna love this new tool for your kitchen. $60 or $5 a month as a sustaining member. That means $5 on an ongoing basis will come out of your bank account or your credit card, and that is gonna be a really generous way to support public television. You can also do it with the book at $5 a month as a sustaining membership. Many folks are picking up this wonderful book loaded with recipes and tips on how to make the perfect pizza. Now, some of you and many of you are wanting to get both, because think about this. You can get the book and the whisk for just $10 a month as a sustaining member. Well, of course, you know, it can get a little messy in the kitchen when you're making pizza, so why not get the apron also at the $120 level? However you choose, just pick up the phone and say, yes, I want to be a member now.